Well, we're moving on to Sonic Advance 2 now, by the way. Dude! Wait, this game's even better because it has 4 more language options. And you can register a name? Oh, buddy. I can fit Morgan! Wait, this game's peak. I've never played this game before, by the way. This is the first time ever I am playing Sonic Advance 2. This one's a love it or hate it in your experience. I feel like that's kind of what I've heard, too. Because I know this one emphasizes speed a lot. Dude, you can only start with Sonic?
3, 2, 1, go!
Dude, it's got a countdown going. Yeah, this seems fine so far. Although, I don't know, the UI is fucking me up a bit. It's, like, slightly different in a way that's, like, bothering me. I gotta be honest also, and maybe it's because I suck shit at this game doesn't even feel that much faster. Their shield being, like, disconnected from Sonic right now?
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh my god, is this the one where, like, the special stages are, like, you have to collect the 5 rings in each level? Man, what the fuck was wrong with Dimps and special stages? What was their problem? It's 10?! What the hell? 10 rings in one stage? Absolute madmen. And I'm not saying that as a compliment. Oh, it's 7? I mean, that's still not great. That is still worse than 5. I guess it's better than 10, though. It would be so much better if you could miss a few and still get to the special stages. But that would make sense. Oh, I know all about this. If you get Cream, she's like the most busted character. So we gotta save her. Kinda wild that she's the first character that you get. Her official debut. That's pretty dope. She was supposed to be in Heroes first, but this ended up coming out first. Interesting. I think the first time I remember seeing Cream was like her cameo in Sonic Adventure on GameCube. When did that come out relative to Sonic Heroes in this game? Wow, you're the famous Mr. Sonic? Thank you very much for saving me. What a polite girl. See you later, and don't get caught again. Oh, wait a minute. Mom's still in trouble. I need to go help her. You can now play as Cream. Oh, you know what? We'll keep playing as Sonic. Just because I think Sonic is the most fun. Damn, Sonic Advance 2 is before both. Although, kind of funny that they were, like... They had her in this game, and as a cameo character in Sonic Adventure before she was supposed to appear. Dude, as dumpy of a port that Sonic Adventure DX is, it does bring back a lot of good memories. I loved playing Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 on GameCube. Like, the GameCube really was just like a Sonic machine for me. I mean, I also had the Pokemon games, and like a couple other things. Like, I had Melee. Obviously, I played Melee, but in general, it was like the Sonic console for me. Although, inexplicably, we had Shadow the Hedgehog, but we had it on PS2 instead of GameCube. Which makes me think, because, like, I had the GameCube in my room, that makes me think that, like, my dad, or maybe my older sister, really wanted to play Shadow the Hedgehog, and it would have been easier for either of them to play it on the PS2, as opposed to, like, using the GameCube. GameCube is a baby system and Shadow isn't for babies? That's true. Might be crazy, but you think you prefer some aesthetic things in Sonic Adventure DX than the Dreamcast original? I don't agree, but I respect that. I respect that. I think it had to be my older sister, because I don't know. I remember, like, very recently, like, my dad trying to play, like, a classic Sonic game. Like, I think he tried to play Sonic 1, and he just did not get it. Like, he didn't understand what the appeal was. So, like, I can't imagine my dad being like, fuck. You know, I didn't care for Sonic the Hedgehog, but maybe Shadow the Hedgehog would be the one to convince me. You know, that just seems a little absurd. Love Sonic, but also based. Oh, I know what I have to do. Okay. I keep doing it wrong. Dude, I forgot that we're getting a Sonic Generations remaster this year. Fingers crossed that they don't fuck it up. I would be very sad if they fucked it up. I mean, it'll have the cool Shadow stuff in it. I don't know, Sega is very good at, like, building, like, trust issues when it comes to their ports and remakes of the Sonic games. Let Shadow have something, literally. Please, God, let it be good. We're kind of going crazy on the speed in this one. They don't put in I am all of me, it's doomed. They have to, right? That's just like a requirement. Like, I mean, they advertised, like, the year of Shadow with I am all of me. So, like, it's like a given. I think. Oh man, All Hail Shadow too. All Hail Shadow, kind of an underrated banger. I don't know, I kind of feel like I Am All of Me gets more attention than All Hail Shadow. Or All Hail Shadow gets less attention than I Am All of Me. I almost just died there. What the fuck? Why? I thought he was dead! Why does he continue after you kill his thing? Okay, hold on. If we switch to Cream, do we have to replay the game? Fuck. I don't want to replay all that shit. Alright, game's fun. Game's not that fun, though. I still have to replay Hot Crater. You know what? You know what? It's worth it, then. If I only have to replay... If I have to, like, replay both, like, Hot Crater anyways, I might as well replay it with Cream. She's gonna be kinda easy baby mode, because she also has flight, but that's okay. Because I'm thinking of doing those bosses, and I'm like, man, I kind of already get the feeling that I don't like these bosses at all. I think I might think these bosses suck. I'm sorry to all the Sonic Advance 2 boss lovers, but I am not one of you. But that's why we have Cream. That's what breaks a lot of folks? Well, it's easy then. We just play as Cream. Just spam R, whoa! Dude, I would love if Never Turn Back showed up also. It's not super likely, but I would be super into it, because I love that song. Like, if they use that for the credits theme again, that would be dope. Insane how infrequently these games have been made available. Yeah, isn't, like, the only, like, official port of any of these games Sonic Advance 1 on, like, N-Gage? Oh, 2 and 3 were on Japanese Virtual Console? Damn. Fingers crossed they show up on GBA Online at some point? There's an Android port? Really? I never heard of that one. Okay, I did figure that one was also on Virtual Console. But you're right. You're right. Damn, all 3 games being stuck on Japanese Virtual Console only. That's even crazier when you remember that, like, Sonic is not very popular in Japan. Like, I don't know, like, Sonic games on average don't do crazy well in Japan. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Don't worry, they're not available on Wii U anymore anywhere. Well, it's true. Okay, so I still gotta get a little close. But this is definitely a safer way to do these bosses. Man, it's kind of weird that this game is less lenient with, like, what stages you can go to compared to Sonic Advance 1. And I mean, that would also mean it's less lenient than Sonic Advance 3, because Sonic Advance 3 has that whole hub world and shit. All you can think is that THQ published these games in North America? Oh, that's true. Maybe the rights as a result are a little weird. I don't know. Get the fucking... What is THQ Nordic doing right now? They're doing, like, SpongeBob games that are, like, alright. They can, like, spend a little... They can, like, help Sega out. They can throw Sega a bone and be like... You can release the Sonic Adventure games. Is THQ Nordic owned by Embracer Group? Uh-oh. Didn't Embracer split into multiple organizations? Did they? Uh-oh. I know Nintendo did, like, a recent acquisition of a company called, like, Shiver that mostly does, like, third-party ports. And they were owned by Embracer Group, which is, like, kind of fucking funny that, like, I don't know, it's a funny tragedy that they were willing to, like, pick up on these guys and make sure they don't get shut down. But when Alpha Dream was, like, fucking dying, they were like, I don't know, man, we already got Mario and Luigi. We don't need you guys. Embracer Group announced its intention to transform into 3 standalone publicly listed entities on Nasdaq Stockholm within the next 2 years. A board game segment, an indie game segment, and a second segment to manage its library of licensed intellectual properties include that of Tolkien's Middle-earth. Yeah, I would assume that, like, any of the video game stuff is, like, part of that now? Man, fucking Embracer Group. I will never understand being in the business of buying off a bunch of different companies while also you cannot afford to stay open, basically, while you're doing this. Like, dude, Embracer was making, like, huge money moves, and it's like, they didn't have to do all that shit. They put themselves in peril for that shit. What's funny, they're called Embracer Group. They said their mission was to just keep these companies afloat. They were banking on a Saudi oil prince buying the company and the deal fell through? What? That's wild as fuck to me. What on earth? We're gonna sell him a deal broke off? Good God. Guys, it's okay. Music Planet.
Go.
Very bold to have a level on the GBA based around music. Sorry. Easy joke. GBA sound moment. Nah, I said it during Sonic Advance 1, I'll say it again. These games have a damn good OST. It's appropriate because Sonic Advance games are the only one on the system without some tunes. Okay, now you're being a little dramatic. Alright, you got Mother 3. DKC 3's port has some good, like, original tunes. Pokemon games. Like, that's not barren. Granted, there are a lot of shitty GBA soundtracks out there, especially when it comes to ports. But when there's a good song on the GBA, it's like, damn! And hi, Moon, welcome. Honestly, it probably would be a competition between, like, the Sonic Advance games and, like, Mother 3 for best soundtrack on the GBA. I mean, Mother 3, I kind of feel like I have to give it to it just because of the sheer, like, amount of songs in that game. Wow, the variety streamer likes a game with variety in it. How unexpected. But I mean, shit, Mother 3's got such a good OST. Yeah, I mean, I remember, like, when you would listen to, like, the Mother 3 OST back in the day on YouTube, and, like, YouTube had a hard limit of, like, only allowing, like, 200 videos in a playlist. So, like, I don't know, I think, like, the Silva Gunner upload... Silva Gunner. Fucking Silva Gunner made, like, the ha-has. Sorry. Like, the Silva Gunner, like, uploads had to be separated into 2 playlists. Because there were just too many songs. Thought Silva has the ha-has. No, Siva Gunner is the ha-has. Silva is the one who died, tragically. Dude, there's been, like, kind of interesting hindsight into what the fuck's been going on with, like, Nintendo kind of jacking up the amount of takedowns they've been doing. Apparently, they just, like, contracted some random company that's been, like, using AI to, like, kind of, like, do some of these takedowns. Because, like, one of the places they kind of went after was Vim's Lair. And, like, you guys know Vim's Lair. Decently popular ROM site. And, like, they got a bunch of random DMCA notices from Nintendo. And people, you know, people were doing the, oh, this looks suspicious, we don't know if this is real. And, like, it's real, but it's also not. Because it's like, it's some security company that Nintendo hired, and they're, like, doing AI takedowns. And the reason people are suspecting it's, like, AI stuff is because one of the games that was taken down, or, like, requested to be taken down, like, they were requesting individual games being taken down. That's a big, like, what the hell moment. Same with, like, when Gary's Mod, when it was getting a bunch of takedowns from Nintendo, they were just, like, randomly, like, finding things from, like, an AI program. Like, that's why it wasn't just, like, Nintendo, like, said to Gary's Mod, like, hey, take down all the Nintendo stuff. No, it was just random Nintendo stuff was getting taken down. So Gary's Mod was like, hey, maybe you shouldn't upload Nintendo stuff on the workshop. Oh, I went on a little tangent there. But the big thing that has everybody, like, this is, like, AI shit, is that Drawn to Life, the Japanese version, got taken down because the Japanese version has Marionette in the title, which technically has Mario in the title. Also, yeah, the stuff is on Vim's Lair again because they kind of did malicious compliance. They were only told to take down, like, the manuals and stuff, so that's what they did. They took down the manuals, but all the ROMs are still on there. Like, oh, you can't get the scans of, like, the Mario Kart Wii box art, but you can still download Mario Kart Wii. Which, honestly, a little based. I mean, it sucks that they had to take the scans down, but, like, shit, I'd rather the ROMs be on there than the scans, that's for sure. Also, yeah, it is possible that a bigger takedown could happen. It would not be the first time that Nintendo targeted a big ROM site. I mean, rest in peace Cool ROM, rest in peace Emu Paradise. It seems like they do, like, one big one per generation. Was Emu Paradise during the Switch era? Because I feel like Emu Paradise happened during the 3DS Wii U era. So I don't know, maybe they're gearing up. They were getting a late start. They were like, you know what? It's time. Let's kill someone. It was Borderline? Like, when did it happen? Like, what? Did it happen, like, March 3rd, 2017? (2018)? Oh, it was during the Switch era, then. Okay. I thought Emu Paradise was during the Wii U era for some reason. Because I know Cool ROM... Maybe Cool ROM happened during the 3DS Wii U era. Do we know when Cool ROM had to take down a bunch of Nintendo stuff? I mean, yeah, 3DS was still kicking, but it's Switch era. It's like, I don't know, like, Trump is still alive, but we're not living in the Trump era right now. got a Google ad where literally someone in the ad said just type it in and the AI does it for you. Good lord. Don't jinx it? I mean, fair enough. I gotta be honest, at this point, and like, this is not me making much of a statement other than like, every option sucks. And I don't know if there's such thing as a lesser of two evils anymore. I gotta be real. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. Because politics could be quite dicey. Cool ROM was 2019? No. It was way later than that. Or way earlier than that. Because I remember when Cool ROM happened. That was way before Emu Paradise. Wasn't just DMCAs, it was a full-blown lawsuit? Really? What the fuck happened with the lawsuit? Because, like... I mean, Emu Paradise, the website, still exists. It's just that you can't download, like, Nintendo stuff easily. You have to, like, find a workaround. Assume they settled? Probably the fair thing to do. I mean, listen, and it's like, I don't want any of these people to take the heat for it, but when it comes to these things, it's like, always just like, the best thing for any of these people to do is just settle. Like, you just gotta kind of do it, because if you don't, then Nintendo essentially gets to set a new legal precedent, and that would fucking suck. And I mean, the legal precedent right now isn't great, because it's basically that Nintendo can, like, fuck someone over if they're feeling a little dicey one day. But, at the same time, it's like, Nintendo isn't getting everything they want out of these lawsuits. They want emulation to be completely illegal. They want every piracy website ever, like, taken down. But I think even they know, like, they can't do it, like, every 5 seconds, because then, like, people will start getting pissy. I think that's the only reason why, like, I don't know, like, ROM websites get taken down, like, every 5 years. Which is still not good, but I think they're probably aware that they can't get away with doing that shit all the time. And I mean, it is kind of a Hydra situation anyways, you know, you take one ROM website down, another one will take its place. 5 more will take its place, even. Yeah. I don't even know why Nintendo gives this much of a fuck about, like, piracy at this point. Dude, you sold, like, 60 million copies of, like, a Wii U game that you ported. You're fine. It's not, like, yeah, the money, but, like, it's like, that's a way, it's like, you're not even gonna get more. Like, at this point, like, how much more could you realistically, like, sell of a game like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Suing Yuzu, like, a year before your next system comes out is crazy? Yeah. Like, to what fucking end? All they're really doing is gaining bad publicity. They're lucky that, like, Microsoft is absolutely shitting the bed, so that their bad publicity, comparatively, doesn't seem as bad. Sorry, you're right. There is always more money. You did see the theory that the Switch 2 might be architecturally similar to the Switch 1, and maybe this is their way of trying to set back Switch 2 emulator development? That kind of makes sense if that's true. Yeah, like, Nintendo is so lucky that, like, Sony and Microsoft are absolutely, like, shitting right now. And their reputations are, like, pretty low. And honestly, I don't even know if, like, Sony having such a low reputation is, like, completely warranted. It's just one of those things where, like, Sony just doesn't have the software. So, like, whenever there's, like, a Sony situation, or, like, people hear that, like, their big games are underperforming, I mean, it mostly just makes Sony look weak. It just makes Sony look weak, which is why I think the general public, like, a lot of the normies I work with, they're getting tired of Sony, because they're not getting a lot of great games going, and stuff like that. Fucker said the PS5 is on the end of its life cycle. Fuck you mean you got no games? Nintendo, the absolute goats of winning by doing absolutely nothing. That, like, realistically, Nintendo should be pissing off everyone the most, but the problem is that, like, Sony is like a sopping wet dog, and, like, Microsoft is, like, fucking going around a parking lot and smashing everyone's windows in and stealing shit from them. To be fair, I think the exact wording they gave was like, that they were in the second half of its lifespan, which is not a great way to word that. That is like, I don't think that gave a lot of people hope. Problem is, Nintendo takes 20 years to catch up on any business trend. So that means they'll spend $380 million on a video game in, like, 10 years. They're almost certainly doing a PS5 Pro, which is mind-boggling to you. Man, I just kind of miss when Sony was good. It makes me, like, really upset that, like, Sony isn't, like, good anymore. And I mean, it is one of those things where, like, obviously, like, the PS1 and PS2 owe a lot of its great library to, like, third parties. But there was still a lot of, like, good, like, Sony first-party stuff that came out. But I mean, now it's just, like, I don't know. You get, like, a Last of Us, you get a God of War, you get a Spider-Man. Like a Horizon game. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. The PS5 is, like, a very strong console. And honestly, if you're the kind of person who's, like, intimidated by, like, PC gaming and stuff, and, like, you think it's too much of an investment, and, like, maybe you don't play, like, I don't know, you're not playing, like, hundreds of video games a year, the PS5 is, like, extremely worth it, comparatively. But, like, we are getting to a point, I feel, where PC stuff is getting, like, less and less niche. I've already said on stream very recently, like, I think we're beyond the point of, like, PC being niche. I think we're at the point where, like, PC gaming is mainstream. And, like, that's going to be harder and harder competition for, like, Sony to deal with if they don't come up with more compelling software. Just need GPU prices to come down, please. Please. I literally, like, I've, like, made one of my coworkers, like, convinced to get into PC gaming because of how much on fire, like, the PlayStation is. Fuck. Indie gaming is just the future. We gotta watch these studios tank into the ground since they're publicly traded and have investors they have to make happy and literally can't because the costs outweigh the profits 100 to 1 now. I mean, indie games are, like, extremely important. 100%. I like me a good indie. I mean, fuck, companies are just, like, handing out their IPs to, like, indie studios now. Because some of the indie studios just put out better stuff on a budget. Dude, literally... Like, I mean, just in terms of stuff I've been playing, like Balatro, Penny's Big Breakaway, You Are Peter Shorts, it's been wild. I definitely think we're gonna see the, like, AAA bubble pop. We might even be seeing it happen already. I don't know. But, like, I feel like we're finally seeing, like, the AAA industry kind of crumble. And it might take a little bit before, like, we see the full effects of it. But, I mean, we're getting it. We're getting there. Yeah, like, the Xbox division is cooked. They really did fuck themselves by buying Activision. Because, like, it seems to me like the executives at the top of Microsoft are, like, super pissed about that. And that's why they had to do so many layoffs and shit. Because the Microsoft top brass is like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And, like, I don't agree with them, like, doing the layoffs because, like, they have, like, the fucking money for it, but... Games make no money when you put them on a subscription service day one? Who knew? Man, Xbox Game Pass really did shoot them in the foot, huh? That's like another thing that they kind of just fucked themselves on. We'll make the Netflix of games! Oh, Netflix already isn't profitable. I have played the Rush games. Or I've played Sonic Rush and I've played Sonic Colors. That's another trilogy of games where I've only played the first and third one. Netflix actually is profitable. It's like barely profitable though. Like, I can't imagine Netflix is making crazy bucks. You know how in Rush there's a trick mechanic? Yes. You do tricks with the R button? Okay. Thanks for that. Wow, that trick was really good. You have to stop talking about tricks, because every time you do it, I, like, die in a comedic fashion because of a trick. It's like I'm the Three Stooges, and, like, you're, like, a pie machine that's, like, throwing pies at my face. Every time trick is said in chat, I die doing a trick! It might not be mandatory with Cream since she flies. Let's go. They called you Pie Machine in college? Why did they call you Pie Machine in college? Dude, I, like, at work, I've been getting this one, like, chocolate cream pie that's, like, a mini chocolate cream pie for, like, one person, and that shit is so good. Like, that shit goes crazy. I don't like the trick system. I'm like a pie believer. I think that pies are, like, incredible. I don't know. I gotta be honest, as I get older, I think that people who prefer, like, cakes to, like, pies are, like, a little crazy. 'Cause it's like, dude... You, like, a cake is not nearly as versatile as a good old pie. You know how many things you can do with a pie? Unless it's cheesecake? I guess. I mean, cheesecake itself is a little controversial. But that I understand. That is true. Don't like pumpkin pie? I don't like pumpkin pie either, but... I don't know. It's like, there's so many different ways you can make a pie. Technically speaking, pizza is a pie. And, like, most people would say that pizza kicks ass. I mean, not everybody in the world. I've met a couple pizza haters in my day, but... Like, dude... If that doesn't prove how versatile the pie is, I don't know what will. You can't beat a good old pie. One year you just stopped getting cake for your birthday and immediately switched exclusively to cookie cake for your birthday until the day you die. That's like a pretty good way to go. Those, like, giant cookies are always good as fuck. Made homemade pizza 2 days ago? Let's go. I mean, who dislikes the humble cookie? If you're a cookie hater, like, that's crazy to me. I feel like if I met someone who said they hated cookies, I'd be like, fuck's wrong with you? Oatmeal raisin haters do not interact. I don't hate oatmeal raisin, but I don't love it. I mean, I feel like oatmeal raisin gets, like, a bad rep. Because, like, when you're a kid, it's like people try and deceive you into having oatmeal raisin. Like, they'll put in oatmeal raisin cookies with chocolate chip cookies to trick you into thinking that all the cookies are a chocolate chip, and then it's like, oh, this one's actually oatmeal raisin. And it's like, oatmeal raisin is fine, but like, dude, can you not lie? Can we not do this like lying shit? Alright, honesty is a good policy. Alright, Abraham Lincoln was always fucking honest. Can't you be honest? You take a good chocolate chip over a good oatmeal raisin, but a mediocre oatmeal raisin over a mediocre chocolate chip? You know, I think you're right. Actually, you're spitting. I'm, like, thinking about it, and, like, when someone fucks up a chocolate chip, it can be kinda ass. But, like, it's kinda harder to fuck up an oatmeal raisin cookie. The beautiful chocolate chip has higher highs, but lower lows. I think I can agree to that. Also, I might as well reset at that point. I'm gonna be down to my last life. I haven't even gotten a damn checkpoint. Oh, I'm going too fast. Dude, the game wants me to go fast, but I'm going too fast even for the game. Sky Canyon is not a very good level. Yeah, this is, like, probably the worst level I've played so far. In the Advanced Trilogy, the fucking Game Gear games had some rancid-ass levels. The fucking pipe level, dude. Ugh. Your phone died before you could spit your cookie facts? That's so sad. We love cookie facts around here. That reminded me that I went for a little bit of a snack run recently. Because, Star is sick. And she was like, can you get me Sour Patch Kids? And I was like, okay. And I was just like, you know what? I'll buy myself a bunch of random snacks. I have a decent amount of snacks already, but I mean, hey, I know I'm gonna eat them all eventually, so it's fine. And I got myself some Oreos recently, and it got me thinking. Have any of you guys heard of, like, that, like, Oreo thing they're doing where it's, like, combined with, like, Sour Patch Kids? That can't be good, right? That sounds like shit. Oreo with Sour Patch Kids? That sounds gross as hell. Oreo is just doing stuff? They really are. And it's like, they don't even have to be doing all that shit. They could just make Oreos. And, like, people will buy them because Oreos are fucking tasty. I mean, I guess that goes with any food company. Had those, they're actually not bad. Really? What do they taste like? They can't taste like Sour Patch Kids, right? I feel like that in cookie form would be like a little fucked up. They made wasabi and hot chicken flavor Oreos in China? Dude, I gotta be honest, if I was, like, in China, and I was, like, looking at the menu, and it was like, well, you could get the regular Oreos, or you could get the wasabi Oreos, I'd be like, dude, listen, I know the policy is when in Rome, I'm just getting the regular Oreos. I don't know, at that point, I'd probably just get wasabi and hot chicken for real, instead of getting it in Oreo form. Just cookies that were sour and sweet? I see. I don't know, I remember they had, like, the, like, pop candy Oreos. And I mean, it was just regular Oreos, but they'd kind of, like, pop in your mouth. Those were fine. Whenever you hear people talking about other side stuff Sour Patch Kids make, they say it's alright. I mean, I gotta be real. Maybe this is a controversial take. Sour Patch Kids is like a little bit of like a goated candy. Like, I don't know. I could fuck up a bag of Sour Patch Kids at any time. I can't believe I finally finished this fucking level, by the way. Dude, this level is fucking ass. I'm doing a save state, just in case it, like, doesn't let me, like, start at the second act. I would fucking hate if that happened. I'm kind of with you. Like, I don't know. When I think of, like, sour gummies, I go to Sour Patch Kids. Although I've had other sour gummies that are very good. Dude, when I was a kid, and we would, like, back when going to Disney was a little more affordable, we would, like, go, like, once a year, and I would always, like, my parents would stock up on, like, the goofy character gummies for me, because I thought that shit was so delectable. And honestly, as an adult, I still do. Like, you know what, Goofy? You might be a little silly, but you make some good gummies. I don't know, I just kind of like gummy candy in general. Even, like, gummy candy that I would put on the lower end, I generally like. You were actively scared of warheads as a kid. Loved nerds. Nerds are pretty good. I think, like, my thing with nerds is when I was a kid, I loved nerds. When I was a teenager, nerds, they're pretty good. Nerds as, like, an adult is, like, they okay. They okay. You hungry, ain't you? I don't know, like, my opinion of nerds has definitely gone down as I've gotten older. Yeah, they're making me redo the first act. Fuck that shit. We're just gonna save state every time we get a checkpoint. I hate to do it. I don't know. This game's a little ass. I definitely like this game less than Sonic Advance 1. What candy do you like? The chewy sweet tart balls. That sounds kind of good. I don't think I ever had one of those. Am I the reason it went out of business? Fuck. Sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't know, I was a kid. I was a kid, I was too busy doing, like, math homework instead of, like, being a candy critic. Oh, that's really cool. Thank you, Sonic Advance, too. See, like, Sonic Advance 1 could get away with that because it was a better game. This game, Sweet Tarts is weird. I kind of have to be in a mood for a Sweet Tart. Because otherwise, a Sweet Tart just doesn't hit right. This is the game that's the blueprint for Dimps games going forward, complimentary and derogatorily. Good God. It all makes sense now. Why does she just fall like a fucking rock, dude? What is with the physics in this game? Would I believe you if I told you this is the fan favorite of the Advance games? That's wild as fuck to me. If this, like, I don't know the general consensus on the Advance games, and with any Sonic discourse, honestly, it's impossible to tell. But, like, that's wild as fuck to me. I don't know, this game just seems, like, worse than Advance 1 IMO. Okay. Save state. I don't know, maybe part of it is just that this, like, level is, like, mind-bogglingly bad. Like, this level fucking sucks, dude. I don't know what the fuck they were cooking with this one. But, like, dude, they need to stop putting forks in the microwave. I remember liking Sonic Advance 3 quite a bit as a kid. One quirk about this game that isn't immediately apparent is you can only grind on rails when you land on a completely horizontal part of it. This game is fucking stupid. I mean, to be fair, that's probably a quirk in the first one. It just never became a problem in the first one. Know why this is people's favorite? It introduced the Rabbit MILF. This is Vector's favorite game. I mean, I guess it is exhilarating, but I don't know. You're gonna have to give me a more compelling hook than going really fast, because it's like, dude, there's like 15 other Sonic games I can play that have the gimmick of going really fast. Like, I don't know, that's just not a very compelling hook to me. When you're talking about this series, it's like, dude, it's fucking Sonic the Hedgehog. We're in no short supply of video games about going really fast. Oh no, I hope I'm not, like, I don't want to be, like, a dick about it. Cause, like, again, if other people enjoy this game, that makes me happy. I like when people can see things in games that I do not. I'm just like, for me personally, the whole gimmick of the game being like, oh, you go really fast, you're always running. I'm just like, it's kind of a lot of Sonic games though. And like, this game doesn't do it in like the most fun way, comparatively. Techno bass.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, dude, wait. This level theming kind of goes crazy, though. Dude, this fucking Earthbound-ass, like, background. Oh, motherfucker. I don't know, I gotta be honest, I didn't like playing Amy that much in this game. Or, not this game specifically, because again, I never played this one. I didn't like playing Amy in Advance 1. I remember her feeling, like, weird compared to the other characters. In a way that I did not like. I didn't jive with it. Which is weird, because I, like, fuck with her playstyle in Adventure 1. Like, I don't know, I think that playstyle is kind of fun, even if it is slow as hell. I hate this fucking bird. That fucking bird that I hate. I don't know, this game is like kind of on the edge of being like ass in my mind. I am not thinking of putting this game particularly high on the tier list. I'm sorry to all the Advance 2 enjoyers. I respect you, but I am not a part of your squad. Although I can't pretend like I didn't play this game as a kid, because, like, as a kid I was so smart and I knew I wouldn't like it. No, it's just because I didn't have it. I don't know. I just didn't have it. I had 1 and 3, but not 2. I guess it was too much Sonic for my parents. You know, they were already buying me so many Sonic games. You know, we could skip out on Sonic Advance 2. At the very least, this has not gotten me as mad as, like, the worst Mega Man games. Like, when we were doing the Mega Man marathon, I was definitely getting more pissed off at those games compared to this one. Also, yeah, I had Advance 1 and 3. I also had Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis. I didn't like Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis. I actually didn't have Sonic Battle. That I didn't have either. I don't know, I could see myself getting, like, roasted online for not liking this game very much. But, liking Sonic Superstars a lot. I'm sure in, like, some spaces, that's, like, a crime. You know, we used to beat people up on the streets for saying things like that. Fuck, hold on. Do another save state. I don't want to have to redo all this shit again. Ooh! I survived. I lived, bitch. I have to be honest also, as cool as this background is, it's kind of a little much. I feel like this is too much flashing. Oh, cool. I didn't even see that dude's little projectile. I was on the horizontal part. Wonder if it would have been better or worse on the OG GBA screen. I don't even want to think about that. You have that? Awesome. You're going to experience horrible lights on your Game Boy. I, like, have to figure out if I even have a working GBA anymore. I gotta be real, because I have, like, fucking 4 of them. My childhood one that was, like, mine is, like, busted as hell. The poor thing went through, like, nuclear war. And it still worked somehow for the longest time. But I think it was, like, one day I, like, had, like, my GBA case on my bed, and, like, one of my dogs came into my room and kind of went a little crazy, and, like, it knocked that case off my bed, and unfortunately my GBA did not survive that incident. It finally broke. And it was, like, this GBA was, like, it was really on, like, death's doors, dude. Like, the screen was, like, falling off. And, like, I don't know, the screen was, like, weirdly stained. I don't know how to describe it. There was, like, a distinct yellow tint, but only on a part of the screen. That is true, also. A DS is nicer on the hand. Maybe. That's entirely possible, honestly. Dude. This game. I don't know. Admittedly, the GBA SP is, like, very nostalgic for me. Because, like, that's the Pokemon Emerald machine. But one of my favorite video games of all time. It is my favorite video game of all time. I played so much of that on the GBA. I do have a working Game Boy Color. Really, the only problem is, like, at some point, I would have to get, like, the batteries replaced for, like, the Pokemon games, because those don't hold a save anymore. And, like, those would be the big Game Boy games that I'd want to play. I mean, I have some other interesting Game Boy games, but I'm a Pokemon fan. Those would be the main games I would play on there. This is mean. This is like a mean pit for them to have. And it's like I can't even fly to safety because of like how this level is like making me progress. You know, honestly, you're right. It would probably just like if I wanted to play like those Pokemon games, it might just be easier to get a flash cart. What is wrong with this game? Why is this game, like, this mean? What were they cooking? Every time you look up, you see a different fall. Like, what is wrong with this game? Dude, I gotta be real, I've never, like, died this many times in Sonic Superstars. Everybody says that's, like, a Dimps-ass game. I've never had, like, this many moments in Sonic Superstars. Well, no, that's not true. I forgot about the final boss. I forgot about Fang. But that's like a boss. That's like the final boss, at least. This game is mean from the get-go. I don't know, maybe when I go back and play Sonic Rush, I'm gonna think that game's kinda peak. Like, that's probably what's gonna happen. Because if people's problems with that game is that it's like Sonic Rush, then, like, Sonic Rush is probably, like, pretty damn good.
just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everything is fucked. Everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify ripping someone's head off.
Is Peak on an already completed save file? Well, better than this game being Peak at the start of the game and then never again. Sorry. I don't know, I'm being filled with negative energy playing this game. Nice impression of the guy from Alien who goes, "Game over, man," but he's singing Limp Bizkit.
It fell too fast! I fell too fast! No, it didn't let me fly!
It doesn't end! It doesn't end! Courage playing Sonic be like... That's what Courage would sound like if he was playing this game right now. Similarly, if you saw the dastardly Dr. Eggman. He is quite the creepy character. It doesn't even matter that I can do this because she doesn't go on the rail because this game is stupid and made by dumb guys. When you finally set up a soundboard, you want all those canned Courage clips. Wait, this is like the easiest boss. Why'd they put this in stage 6? Well, I did cheese it. With cheese, to be fair. There's more? You can't make me do that stage and then tell me there's another whole stage in this game. Oh, brother. Dude, mugs are, like, so good. Dude, I've had multiple moments in my life where I'm like, I do not need mugs like this, but I want them. I don't know, maybe I should, like, start buying mugs. If I'm gonna be moving in, like, a year or less, I should maybe buy some mugs. That's why you have so many. Completely understandable. Best most viewers on Cutley TV. Best quality, no ban guarantee. Bro's name was Bacon Army TV. Can we go to Bacon Army TV's, like, channel? Stop watching. Why am I watching my own stream? No. Bacon Army TV. 57 followers. Bro, you can't be advertising freefollowers.com and have 57 followers. This guy has a YouTube. This channel does not exist. Dude, they got Bacon Army TV. The Twitter account doesn't exist either. What about the TikTok? The TikTok exists, but I can't access it because I don't have a TikTok account. Fuck. Damn it. Oh. Well. I survived. Honestly, I survived, and that's what oh. I think this game sucks. I think this game might be bad. Man, I am never playing this shit again after this. Man, my parents, like, accidentally, like, saved me from getting really upset at this video game. Like, if I'm getting frustrated at this now, when I'm, like, a much more mellow adult... When I was a kid, I don't know, I might have, like, gotten so mad I'd break my GBA. I'd snap that shit over my knee playing this. You really do gotta do the trick system. And I don't like it, but it's what you gotta do. There's a Kirby Cafe Panini Press? Let's actually go? You gotta get that. Not really. Don't make impulse purchases based on me. But don't gamer rage now, but when you were 9, you threw your GBA SP at a wall because you lost your Pokemon Pinball high score to something unlucky. I definitely, like, I don't know. I was, like, a very angry kid. So, like, there's probably an embarrassing amount of times where I, like, threw a handheld or, like, a console at the wall. Dude, I had, like, a really scary moment during, like, the Wii U era where, like, I got really pissed at a game, and I don't remember for what reason, because, I don't know, dude. It wasn't for happy reasons, obviously, because I was pissed off at, like, a game for 5-year-olds. But I, like, threw my gamepad on the ground, and it, like, got, like, an orange screen, and I thought I broke my Wii U. Thankfully, I, like, hard reset it, and it worked again. But, like, dude, that would have been, like, I don't know. It would have been over for me. Thank God I'm, like, not like that anymore. I don't know, sometimes, the most I'll do is if I get really, really frustrated at something, sometimes I'll just, like, put my controller on my disc a little hard. Like, I wouldn't even call it a toss. I just, like, I place it down and I'm like, this shit is too much. This shit is the pits. At least the music here is really good. That is true. That is true. Got a GameCube 1 year for Christmas. Your brother threw it at the wall when he got mad at a game, grabbed the handle and slung it. Then we didn't have a GameCube and you have zero memory of this existing? Oh my god. See, I never went that hard. I valued my electronics a little more than that. That's like crazy, dude. Holy shit. What game would you even have to go that hard for? On GameCube? Fuck, I lost at the pachinko level of Super Mario Sunshine! The worst it got for you is you broke the plastic on one of your third-party controllers? Damn. Surprisingly, I don't think I broke a lot of controllers either. Actually, I don't even know if I could think of a controller I broke off the top of my head. Which is crazy because, again, like, when I was a kid, I was an angry-ass kid. I was tossing that shit. But, like, controllers were really just built different back then. I don't know. Like, the amount of times I must have tossed a Wii Remote and I've never broken a Wii Remote is, like, crazy. Honestly, maybe it's good that the Switch era has introduced us to the most flimsy-ass controllers ever, because it has made me, like, even more careful with controllers than I probably would have been. Like, I mean, again, I think I've mellowed out a lot since I was a kid, so I don't think there's much of a risk of me, like, throwing a controller at a wall or any crazy shit like that. But, like, I don't know. When I, like, accidentally drop a Joy-Con, I, like, freak out. I'm like, oh my god, this thing's gonna break. So, thank you, Nintendo, for making a bad controller? I guess? Controllers cost 20 more than the game. That's also, like, true. Controllers are so expensive now. And it's like, I know they got all the technology in there, but I don't know. I mean, some of the tech is cool. Like, I pretty much always want an NFC reader on, like, a Switch controller, but, like, dude, I don't know if I need the IR camera. I gotta be real. It does lead to some funny moments, though. Actually, it was kind of crazy when WarioWare Move It had, like, IR camera minigames, and they worked good. Wish there was a budget option for people who don't want all that fancy junk. I mean, at least in terms of the Switch, there kinda is. I don't know on, like, the handheld end, but for a while, I was, like, buying, like, $20, like, wired Pro controllers. Would the praise be easier to stomach if I told you they were also the faultiest controllers Nintendo's ever made? Oh, wow, you know what? When you say it like that, I'm on board. I'm convinced. So hello, Burning Blaze. Welcome. At least Cream is so happy when she's on the grind rail. She's having such a good time and playing. Yeah, I'm just chilling. Playing a video game that's not very good. You know how it is. Dude, Wii remotes really were built different. I mean, in general, like, I don't know, it really is, like, maybe the wildest thing about, like, Nintendo's current controllers being so flimsy is that, like, Nintendo products back in the day were, like, so powerful. Also, Will, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. According to my calculations, this is a crossover. I hope you had fun playing Multiverses. I played a fun game, and now I'm playing a game that I don't think is very good. I'm sure it was a Sonic Advance Spikes moment you just saw. Yeah. Yeah. You got Black Adam for a bit, but he's fun as fuck. Mm-hmm. The power hierarchy of Multiverses has changed. They gotta add Austin Powers, though. If you ask me, they want to really change the power hierarchy. I'm not even interested in playing this game, because I played the beta and didn't like it that much. But I'd still go crazy if they added Austin Powers. I won't lie. We're on the same boat, but you had a solid enough time. PvE mode has online multiplayer, which is dope. Mm-hmm. I don't know, I mean, my biggest thing is always gonna be... I think that just, like, as an adult, I'm repellent to the Battle Pass. Anytime a video game has, like, a Battle Pass, I actually feel, like, less inclined to play it. I don't know. That's so base. I don't know. I don't like playing with Battle Passes. Anytime a game that has, like, a Battle Pass, I don't care. Don't you love how Fortnite has 4 Battle Passes? Dude, the, like, 10 hours I played Fortnite, I didn't pay attention to the Battle Pass at all. They gave me, like, daily missions to complete to gain more score on my Battle Pass, and I was like, dude, I literally could not care less. Wish you could try a character out before buying. Yeah, I kind of hate like, not being able to just pick all the characters. I have to be honest. For a fighting game, I don't know, man. I would love to not be playing this game anymore, also. I really hope I beat this game soon. I need to get out of here. How do I reverse gravity at will? Wait, what? How do I do that? This game is stupid. This game fucking sucks. No, I was doing it by accident. Anytime I switched gravity, that was on accident. I mean, it's probably better that you told me. Just press up and down? Okay. I'm actually not going to do that because reversing gravity seems to be, like, bad. I don't know, see how much easier that was when I didn't bother with reversing of the gravity? This game is just fucking horrible! Holy shit, it's Sonic! Oh, brother, are they making me do a boss rush? Are they crazy? Not even for the true ending? Come on! Just give it to me, game. Have some mercy. After you've scrubbed all the floor in multiverses, then we can talk about mercy. After you've scrubbed all the floor in Scooby's house. Sorry, multiverses was like on the brain again. Would you go to Scooby's house? Are you rockin' with Scooby? You absolutely are rockin' with Scooby? Let's go. If you wouldn't rock with Scooby, you don't think we could be friends? I have to redo it all. This game... Oh, wait. It has checkpoints. Okay. So the game's not completely mean. Man, this game's just rancid. The longer this game goes on, the more I want it to be over. Hopefully Sonic Advance 3 lives up to my childhood memories, otherwise, we're gonna be in trouble. Dude, I can't believe they're really making me do, like, all the bosses again. Like, really? Is this necessary? Oh, I thought the sound just shut off. Oh my god. I'm sorry to everybody who came from Will's stream and was expecting a lovely, happy time with Sonic Advance 2, and then you find out that I actually fucking hate this game. I got a life for some reason? I mean, I'll take it. I get a checkpoint between bosses. Sonic Advance 2 is kind of awesome until you get to Sky Canyon. I mean, definitely that was the downfall. As soon as I got to Sky Canyon, immediately this game became like 10 times worse. I don't know, even those earlier levels though, I did not like them as much as like any level in Sonic Advance 1. Oh my god, it's a boss where you don't run infinitely. Most sane boss in this game. Oh my god, I never have to play this game again in my life. Let's go. Yeah, no, I had to be told about the air tricks. Because this game does not tell you. Also, the game doesn't tell you that you can only get on the grind rails from certain parts. Which is like, that's nice. Thank you, game. So, like, multiple points, I would just die because I would just go through a grind rail. You did it, Cream. You saved your mom. Sonic Rush also doesn't teach you about tricks. Yeah, but Sonic Rush also doesn't, like, lock the tricks between, like, on the R button. I feel like it's so much easier to accidentally do tricks in Sonic Rush. Like, I did them as a kid. I never had a problem learning how to do tricks in Sonic Rush. For the tricks that give you extra air mobility, you do need to use R. But I, like, literally beat that game and never did that. Anyway, this game fucking sucks. This game fucking sucks. Oh my god. I wasn't gonna pull the tier list until we were done with all three. But I gotta be real, I need to, like, piss on this game quicker. Where's Sonic Advance 1? That one's pretty good. I like Sonic Advance 1. Where are you? Sonic Reverse Hyper? I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what some of these games are. Dude, GBA, Sonic Video, Sonic X is crazy. Where the fuck is Sonic Advance? Yeah, I'm not getting all the Chaos Emeralds, Eggman. You can go fuck yourself. There it is. Sonic Advance. Pretty good. Pretty good. Actually, looking at this list, I think Sonic Advance is the best one I've played so far. Which makes it funny that Sonic Advance 2 is, like, only getting beaten by Sonic Blast in terms of being shit. I did not like this game at all. I think this game is evil. And I don't like it. Sonic Advance 1, though? That game's great. Can I at least put it above Sonic 2 8-bit? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Sonic 2 8-bit is pretty miserable. I don't know. Did I get as pissed off at, like, Sonic 2 8-bit? Maybe I did. Maybe I did. I don't know. I don't like this game. I almost respect Sonic 2 8-bit more because it wears being miserable on its sleeve. This is like a game that tricks you into thinking it's gonna be good, and then it's not. It's just like really bad. Also, here's the tier list. Here you go. Probably either love Sonic Advance 3 more than Advance 1 or just more than Advance 2. We'll see. That one I did play as a kid, and I do remember liking it, but the last time I played it was over a decade ago. So, we'll have to see. But I guess it is time to load it up.